San Francisco, a city of dreams, rises from the edge of the Pacific like a promise. Its skyline glimmers in the early morning light, the Golden Gate Bridge stretching across the bay like a ribbon of hope. For generations, people have come here chasing opportunity, drawn by the city's reputation for innovation, freedom, and reinvention. But beneath the surface, San Francisco is a city of contradictions. The clang of the cable cars and the laughter along the waterfront mask a deeper complexity. Here, the pursuit of happiness is often shadowed by the realities of inequality and struggle. It promises freedom and beauty, with its sweeping vistas and iconic landmarks, inviting all to lose themselves in its charm. Yet just steps away from the bustling streets, shadows linger in narrow alleys. These hidden corners tell stories of hardship, of those left behind by the city's relentless march forward. The city's allure can blind you to its darker side, where ambition and greed have carved deep divides. The tech boom brought wealth and innovation, but also rising rents and displacement, leaving many to wonder who the city truly belongs to. In the heart of downtown, luxury high-rises and gleaming offices stand as monuments to success. Expensive cars glide through the business district, a testament to the city's prosperity. But just beyond these glass towers, the reality shifts. San Francisco is a place of dizzying highs where fortunes are made overnight and devastating lows where entire communities struggle to find shelter and dignity. The contrast is stark, wealth and poverty existing side by side, each shaping the city's identity. To truly know San Francisco is to accept this duality, walk its promenades and bustling markets, but also acknowledge the ghosts that linger in the margins. The city's beauty is inseparable from its pain. Admire the painted Victorian homes, their ornate facades telling stories of past eras, of gold rush fortunes, of bohemian artists, of families who built their lives here. Each house holds a complex history layered with triumph and tragedy. The city's story is tangled, a narrative of light and dark where every street corner has a secret and every neighborhood a legacy. Watch as the fog rolls in, blurring the lines between day and night, hope and despair. The city's moods shift with the weather, its energy constantly in flux. Feel the city's pulse, a rhythm of hope that beats in the hearts of newcomers and a current of despair that haunts those who have seen dreams slip away. On these streets, bright-eyed newcomers arrive every day, eager to make their mark. They mingle with old-timers whose memories stretch back decades, each weaving their own story into the city's ever-changing fabric. San Francisco is a mosaic of ambition and resilience, of heartbreak and renewal. Its beauty is undeniable, but so too are its challenges. In the misty alleys and under the glow of a single street lamp, the city's true character emerges. Not just the postcard version, but the San Francisco that exists in the shadows. This essay explores the other San Francisco, the one rarely seen in travel brochures. It's a city defined not just by its landmarks, but by the people who call it home, the dreamers, the strivers, and those simply trying to survive. Welcome to the Gilded Cage by the Bay, where every promise comes with a price and every story is worth telling. Long before the tech giants and gleaming skyscrapers, before the world knew San Francisco as a hub of innovation, there was another city, one that pulsed with a wild, untamed energy. This was the Barbary Coast, the notorious heart of old San Francisco, where the city's true character was forged in chaos and opportunity. In the mid-1800s, the Barbary Coast was a magnet for fortune seekers and outcasts. Sailors fresh off ships, miners chasing gold, gamblers hoping for a lucky break, and adventurers from every corner of the globe crowded its narrow, muddy streets. The district was a melting pot, a place where dreams and desperation collided every night. Saloons lined every block, their doors swinging open to reveal raucous laughter, clinking glasses, and the strains of ragtime music. Dance halls beckoned with the promise of escape, while opium dens offered a darker refuge from the city's relentless pace. The air was thick with the scent of whiskey, sweat, and intrigue, but beneath the revelry lurked danger. Shanghaiing was a grim reality. Unsuspecting men were drugged or knocked unconscious, only to awaken at sea, forced into brutal labor aboard ships bound for distant ports. The Barbary Coast was infamous for these kidnappings, and the threat haunted every night out. Hidden beneath the city's surface, a labyrinth of tunnels connected bars, brothels, and the bustling docks. These shadowy passages were used to smuggle both goods and people, moving the unwilling from the safety of a bar stool to the peril of the open ocean. The tunnels became legends in their own right, whispered about in every corner of the city. Violence was woven into daily life. Street gangs like the Hounds ruled with iron fists, extorting, brawling, and terrorizing anyone who crossed their path. Lawlessness reigned, and the line between criminal and citizen was often blurred. For many, survival meant learning to navigate the ever-present threat of violence. Yet for all its dangers, the Barbary Coast was irresistible. Its chaos was magnetic, drawing crowds night after night. The promise of fortune, adventure, or simply a wild story to tell was enough to keep the district alive with energy. The Barbary Coast was a place where anything could happen, and often did. Today, the Barbary Coast exists only in faded photographs and the memories of old maps. The streets have changed, but if you look closely, you can still find hints of that rebellious spirit in the city's architecture, its nightlife, and its people. San Francisco's soul was shaped by those wild days, and the echoes of the Barbary Coast still linger in every corner. This city was built by visionaries and scoundrels alike, by those who dared to dream and those who dared to defy. The pioneers, the criminals, the risk-takers, and the survivors all left their mark, creating a city that thrives on reinvention and resilience. As you walk the quiet alleyways where cobblestones meet glass towers, you can almost hear the echoes of their footsteps, a ghostly reminder of San Francisco's wild beginnings and a testament to the city's enduring spirit of adventure and rebellion. Alcatraz, a stark and isolated island rising from the cold waters of San Francisco Bay, is shrouded in legend and infamy. For decades, it was home to America's most notorious penitentiary, a place where the nation sent its most dangerous and incorrigible criminals. The very name Alcatraz conjures images of cold stone walls, relentless winds, and a sense of hopelessness that seemed to seep into every corner of the island. Designed to be utterly inescapable, Alcatraz was a fortress of discipline and despair. Its thick concrete walls and iron bars were meant to contain the worst of the worst: bank robbers, murderers, and infamous gangsters like Al Capone. The prison's reputation for strict security and harsh conditions made it a symbol of ultimate punishment. Inside, silence was strictly enforced. Prisoners were forbidden from speaking except during designated times, turning the absence of sound into a form of psychological torture. The echo of footsteps and the clanging of cell doors were constant reminders of their isolation. Many inmates described the silence as maddening, a punishment that gnawed at their sanity day after day. From their cells, prisoners could see the glittering lights of San Francisco just over a mile away, a world so close yet impossibly out of reach. The sight of the city, bustling with life and freedom, served as a cruel reminder of everything they had lost. On quiet nights, some claimed they could even hear laughter and music drifting across the water, intensifying their sense of longing and regret. Despite the prison's reputation, escape attempts were surprisingly common. Over the years, dozens of inmates risked everything to break free, braving icy currents, treacherous rocks, and the ever-watchful eyes of the guards. Most were quickly caught or perished in the attempt, their dreams of freedom dashed by the unforgiving environment. Yet the 1962 escape by Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers remains one of the greatest mysteries in American criminal history. Using cunning and determination, they crafted a daring plan, chiseling through cell walls and slipping into the night on a makeshift raft. To this day, no one knows for certain if they survived the perilous waters or vanished forever, fueling endless speculation and intrigue. Today, Alcatraz stands as a national park, its dark energy still palpable to those who visit. The abandoned corridors and crumbling cells echo with the memories of those who once lived and suffered within its walls. The island's haunting atmosphere draws thousands of visitors each year, all eager to experience its chilling history firsthand. Tourists can step inside the infamous solitary confinement cells, feeling the oppressive weight of the darkness and silence that once tormented inmates. Guided tours recount tales of escape, survival, and the daily struggles of life on the rock, bringing the past to life in vivid detail. Alcatraz remains a powerful monument to a grim chapter in the history of American justice, a place where hope and despair collided, and where the resilience of the human spirit was tested to its limits. The island endures as a symbol of both punishment and perseverance, its legend growing with each passing year. The Summer of Love in 1967 made Haight-Ashbury the counterculture epicenter. Young people sought peace and love, but the dream faded. The neighborhood became overwhelmed with runaways and predators. The spirit of community decayed, leading to addiction and violence. Charles Manson exploited the vulnerabilities, a dark product of the counterculture. Today, Haight-Ashbury trades on its past, but shadows remain. The neighborhood grapples with issues from the 1960s. Homelessness and addiction. It's a place of pilgrimage, living with the ghosts of its past. San Francisco, a city of gold rushes, now faces the tech boom. The dream of striking it rich draws hopefuls, but many dreams are broken. The pressure to succeed is immense, with a brutal, competitive environment. The city can take everything, leaving debt and disillusionment. The cycle of hope and despair is visible in the city's landscape. The myth of the San Francisco dream is powerful but dangerous. It celebrates winners, ignoring those who tried and failed. The city is a graveyard of broken dreams, haunted by what might have been. San Francisco is a city of wealth and poverty, two worlds side by side. The tech boom has created millionaires, but prosperity is not shared. Housing costs push out longtime residents, leaving a city of rich and poor. Inequality is a daily reality, creating social tension and guilt. The city's division challenges its liberal values. The problems are complex, rooted in policy failures and economic shifts. San Francisco is no longer one city, but two, living a troubled coexistence. San Francisco faces heavy, intractable problems. The homelessness crisis is a humanitarian disaster. Fentanyl ravages vulnerable populations, creating despair and fatigue. Frustration leads to a political shift toward law and order. The downtown core feels hollowed out, with remote work emptying office towers. The city faces an existential question: what is its future? The doom loop theory suggests worsening problems, but the path forward is unclear. San Francisco is crowded with ghosts of its past. The city is a palimpsest with memories of what was before. Beloved bookstores and dive bars replaced by luxury condos. The city's creative soul feels threatened, with artists priced out. The city becomes less weird, less surprising. Ghosts warn of what is lost when profit is valued above all. The struggle for San Francisco's soul is to honor its past while building its future. Despite its problems, San Francisco endures with a resilient heart. The city has reinvented itself through chaos and disaster. This resilience is its greatest strength, felt in those who stay and fight. Change is constant, offering a chance for a new beginning. The city must diversify its economy and focus on livability. The future is unwritten, with the potential for renewal. San Francisco's capacity for renewal is real, facing a new day with complexity.